does the world just not want me to film today because you just keep getting in my face? I got to film, sweet dog. I have to film. Hey guys, it's V, and today I am going to be filming a little Q&A for you guys because I was just feeling it. So I put up a photo on my Instagram and I tweeted out a little something, and you guys asked me a few questions, so we're just gonna answer those today. And if you want to make sure that you are in my next Q&A video, because I do pop up the little screenshot of whoever does ask me questions, make sure to follow me on all of my social medias. Blake made me this beautiful new little animation for my social medias and I love it. It's so sparkly and so pretty. I love it so much. So be sure to follow me there everywhere. I am the Dreamcatcher with 2 eyes. So let's get into the questions that you guys asked me. Let's start out with the Twitter universe. So let's see what we've got here. Okay, so the first question is from Brooke Loves Beauty, which I believe she featured me in one of her videos recently. So thank you so much, Brooke. But she says, "Hey V, I've been watching your videos since 2015, 2016 in your old filming setup. It's so cool to see how you've grown." Thank you. "What is your hardest part about working your normal job while maintaining YouTube for you? Keep up the great work." Smiley face. Oh, thank you so much, girlfriend. I would have to say probably the hardest thing is just making time to film. At least now I'm working a different job than I worked when I first started my YouTube channel. Yeah, probably the hardest thing is finding time to film. As far as like editing and uploading, like that actually doesn't take me nearly as long as it takes me to actually film and to make sure that I have good lighting, because especially during winter when it gets dark so early, I work during the day. So unless I film before I go to work or on my days off, I don't have anything up for you guys. And that was kind of a problem in like December-ish time, November, I mean even October a little bit. I just didn't have the time to film because I was starting a new job and so I was training, and so I just didn't have the time. So it's really just time. Like time maintenance is the hardest thing with working full-time. I don't make nearly enough money on YouTube to consider it a full-time job. Not at all. Like no one could live off of what I make. I just do it because it's really fun and I love to interact with you guys. So yeah, the hardest thing is the time. Girl Cassie over at Thriftic asked me a question. She said, "If you could acquire any natural talent, examples, good at art, beautiful singing voice, athleticism that you don't already have, what would it be?" That's a really good question. I feel like younger me would probably say like an insanely good singing voice. Like I feel like I have a good singing voice. My mom is actually an opera singer, and so when I tell people that, they're like, "So you can sing?" And I'm like, no, not opera, definitely not. I don't think that I have a bad voice, but I also do not like to sing in front of people. So it's kind of like no matter what voice I have, ain't no one gonna hear anyway. So younger me would probably say a great singing voice. But older me would probably say, that's really hard. A high metabolism. Is that a talent? I wish it was. I wish I had a high metabolism. Next question is from Erin Nelson. She says, "Would you rather never use social media sites and apps again, or never watch another movie or TV show?" Ooh, that's hard, because like social media has really just like taken over for me. I don't have cable. I have Netflix and Hulu. So I mean, like, do those count as like TV shows if they're not technically on like cable? I'm like watching them through another platform. I would probably honestly say though, since YouTube is not a full-time job for me, I would probably say I would never do YouTube or social media again, because there was a time when that didn't exist and everyone was fine. So TV I feel like is just a really just good like time waster. I don't know how to explain it. Like it's just something that helps relieve stress. You can watch a TV show, it gets your mind off of things, and granted social media does that also, but I do think that probably I would choose like TV over that, because I don't know, I just feel like TV is so much more animated. Like, you know, YouTube is awesome. Like YouTube has really come a long way, but I would probably choose TV. Go lay down. Lay down. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore you. I'm just gonna ignore you. If you're not gonna listen to me, I'm not gonna listen to you. So I also posted a picture on Instagram and asked you guys to leave your questions down below. So let's go through a couple of those. This one here says, it's from Hey Moon Rising Kingdom, and it says, can you make a video on Texas and the cost to live there and stuff? / do you want to live in Texas, the US forever? I don't think I'll do a video on the cost of living in Texas because I mean, it's really just varies where you live in Texas. Like there are some places that are really, really inexpensive. There are some places that are really expensive. The DFW area is just mixed. Like it really depends on the neighborhood you're in. Like I just feel like it would be way too like cluttered of a video for me to even attempt to film. As far as like, do I want to live in the Texas / US forever? I probably would say I wouldn't venture out to live in another country, just because this is what I know, this is what I'm familiar with, and I don't have any reason to really move to another country. Like I don't have a significant other over there. I don't have a job opportunity over there or anything. Who knows? Maybe someday I'll have a job opportunity. As far as like Texas, I would love to move somewhere else. I don't necessarily love Texas or anything. I've lived here practically my whole life. I wasn't born here, but I moved here when I was 3 months old. So I've lived here practically my whole life. I have some family in Minnesota. I also have some family in Florida. I have family like kind of all over the place. So whenever we go on vacation, like I can kind of see the different spectrums of whatever. Why are you just staring? Is Espi right there? Yes. This is what she does. She makes Espi feel really uncomfortable because she just sits here and she stares at her. Like, who wouldn't feel uncomfortable if that was staring at you all the time? But anyways, back to Texas. I don't really love the weather here. I don't really love anything in particular about Texas. So, I mean, I would love to move somewhere else. I just have roots here. Like all my, you know, like my mom and dad both live in Texas. So I feel like it would be pretty hard for me to move out of state. But I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to moving out of state, but out of the country would be kind of hard. Next question here is, what are some of the good products you recommend for hair, especially, I was about to say specifically, but especially for hair that has been chemically damaged? Well, I have a lot of experience with chemically damaged hair. My hair has pretty much been chemically damaged my entire life, starting at the age of like 12 when I first started highlighting it. So as far as like products for repairing damage, that is something that is very, very hard to do because many people think that you can kind of like mend a split end. You can't. You just have to cut it off. So honestly, like when your hair gets to a point where it's very, very damaged, like it sucks, but like this is the real answer. There's a hair like on the wrong side of my face. The real answer is that you just have to cut it off. And so, I mean, I personally have not followed that. Like this part of my hair right here probably needs to be cut off. Am I gonna cut it? Probably not for a while, but I was talking on Snapchat about this last night. I'm actually like giving up on the blonde at this point because anytime I put any kind of magenta in my hair, it bleeds into the blonde and then it makes it look weird. And so I have this like weird pinky thing going on, so I'm just gonna roll with the pinky thing for now and just have that and see where that takes me with my hair, and maybe try to not color the ends so that my hair will actually grow a little bit. But I would say my #1 product for chemically damaged hair is the It's a 10 hairline. I use their conditioner, their deep conditioner, every time I shower, and then I use their It's a 10 hair mask in the tub like every couple of times that I shower, like probably every like 3rd time that I wash my hair, I'll use that mask. And then I also use their leave-in product, their spray-on leave-in. Like that stuff is holy grail for me. Like I cannot be without it. It's my favorite thing ever. So I would probably say It's a 10 is my favorite line for chemically damaged hair because I just feel like it makes my hair feel the best. Next question is, do you have any plans for new tattoos? Oh my gosh, there's a lot of questions in here. Where's your favorite place to buy clothes? Who's your favorite superhero? If you could only pick one makeup item to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? Do you have any products you regret buying? Okay, so I'll start with the first question is, do you have any plans for new tattoos? Yes, I certainly do. I actually have been talking to an artist about getting one done next weekend, so if I do end up getting it done, I'm sure I will post on Instagram or Snapchat about it. So, you know, keep an eye out there. I'm really excited about it. It's not a big tattoo, but it's one that I've been thinking about for quite a while now, and I've been really wanting, and I actually wanted to get it in 2017, but I just never had the time or someone that I knew that like close by that would do it. So yeah, I'm really excited to get that done. Hopefully I can get it done next weekend. That would be awesome. Let's see, I'll answer like 1 or 2 more questions in this giant thing. Where's your favorite place to buy clothes? I would probably say, as far as like shirts go, I really like American Eagle because they go up to like an XL, sometimes a 2XL, and I like for my shirts to be big and baggy. This shirt is actually from American Eagle like a long time ago, but it's super comfortable, and this is their like soft and sexy like jegging fabric, and it's just so comfortable. So if like for tops, I like American Eagle. As far as like I don't know, I wear a lot of leggings so I like Victoria's Secret's like I don't know, ultimate legging or something. Like I have like 5 pairs of those, but they're older, so I don't know how their quality is because I've had mine for a couple of years now. As far as like jeans and stuff, I really like Torrid's jeans. I like a lot of different places. I love to shop at like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Ross. They sell brands like Free People and American Eagle and other brands for like a much lower price tag. So I really like places like that. Like those are probably what I used to most shop at. I honestly hardly buy clothes anymore. I'm just more into makeup than clothing. So yeah, that's pretty much it to answer that question. Let's move on to another one. Let's see. One hair color you would never do and favorite doggo breed. One hair color I would never do. Maybe like lime green or like yellow. I probably don't think I would do that. It's just not me. Like I feel like the warm colors like complement me a lot more, and so like a lime green would probably, I don't know, I just feel like it would like make my skin look weird. I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know, like I would say blue, but I feel like a deep blue would be really pretty. I don't know, but personally I like the more of like the pinks and purples. Like those are my favorite hair colors, so I feel like I'll probably stick with those kind of things. But yeah, I probably would never do like lime green, but you know what, never say never, who knows. Favorite doggo breed, I would have to say my favorite looking dog, like my favorite kind of dog, the way they look, is an Australian Shepherd or like a mini Australian Shepherd. I just think they are the cutest dogs. Like, oh my gosh, they are so precious. Like when we were looking for a dog, that's what I was looking for. Blake was looking for a Husky or like a German Shepherd or something. Of course, we went to adopt. So yeah, Sakari is literally just laying on the ground right there. But yeah, so that's what he was looking for. I was looking for more of an Australian Shepherd kind of dog, and then we ended up with Sakari, who is literally none of those things. But honestly, I'm pretty glad that we didn't get any of those kind of brands, just because, number one, Sakari had a lot of issues that we didn't know about when we got a dog, and with Huskies and Australian Shepherds, those kind of breeds have a lot more care. They just need a lot more care. Like, they're very energetic dogs. They need a lot of space to run, and we live in an apartment, and not to say that you can't have those dogs in an apartment. I'm not judging anyone on how they raise their dogs. You raise your dog, whatever. You do whatever you want. I'm gonna do this, you do that. I really don't care, but I'm glad because we both work full time, so I just feel like we wouldn't have had the amount of time for those breeds, and we already, you know, are working really hard with Sakari to get her to a point where she is good alone by herself. So yeah, that was a very long drawn out thing, but I think Australian Shepherds are so, so cute. But honestly, my dream dog, which I love little dogs. Blake is not, like, he likes more like big dogs, but I would love a Pomeranian. I don't care if their barks are yippy. I don't care, whatever. I love them. I think they are the cutest. That's been like my dream dog forever, but who knows if we'll ever end up getting one. You just want to play. You do not need to go potty. Stop. You just want to play. I don't have time right now, baby. It's hurting me. Okay, next question is, if you could have any career, what would it be? If it was lucrative, I would absolutely want to do YouTube as a career. Like, that would be amazing. Like, honestly, that would probably be my dream career. I would love to film videos and edit videos all day long for you guys. That would be super, super cool. So that would probably be like my dream career, but I feel like with the way that YouTube is going lately, and with like just a lot of miscommunication, a lot of demonetization, monetization, which has hit me personally, which really sucks because I'm a smaller channel and I don't make nearly as much money anyway, and they're already cutting that down. So yeah, I would love for YouTube to be my full-time career, or maybe if like there was a social media that wasn't YouTube that could do the same kind of thing but work better. I would love to do that. Okay, next question is from Daisy, and she says, love the new duvet cover. Thank you so much. I love it too. It's so cute. Have you ever had a paranormal experience? Story time. Are you creative, artsy, crafty? Also, what music are you listening to? And if there are any good books you've read lately? I've never had a paranormal experience that I can remember. I could have, and I just don't remember, honestly, but I don't think so. As far as am I creative, artsy, crafty? Yes, I love being artsy crafty. That's my favorite. I probably got that from my mom. My mom is a watercolor artist and again an opera singer, like I mentioned to you guys before, and she just would always go all out whenever I had school projects and help me make them like very, very cool and different. Like I feel like anytime there was ever a project where we really had to like go out of the box and like create something cool, I feel like mine would always look way different than everyone else's, because it would just be like more thought would go into it, because like me and my mom would really get into it and make it cool. And then also, what music are you listening to, and are there any good books you've read lately? I haven't read any good books lately. I haven't really been into reading. I haven't had the time for it, unfortunately. But what music I'm into, you guys, The Greatest Showman soundtrack is just my complete and total obsession right now. It kind of has a little bit to do with the tattoo that I'm getting, although I mean I wanted this tattoo before the movie even like had previews or anything. Like I've wanted it for a long time, but it kind of has a similar message to what the movie has, and I just love the message behind that movie. I just think like of all the things that I saw in 2017, and honestly like that movie is one of the greatest movies that I have seen in such a long time. I love musicals. If you don't like musicals, you're gonna hate it because it's a musical. Yes, they do sing the whole time, okay, because it's a musical. That's what they do in musicals. But I just personally, like, I get so upset when people say they don't like it because I just love it. And Hugh Jackman was literally made by angels. He is a beautiful man with a beautiful voice, and just overall everything I've heard about him is that he's just a great person all around. Zac Efron is obviously gorgeous. Zendaya did an amazing job. That movie was just so good. It was just so good, and the soundtrack is amazing. Their singing voices just blow me away. That has been on repeat constantly for me. So as far as what music I'm listening to, pretty much just that soundtrack. Someone said, what is the worst job you've ever had and your favorite thing to do with your best friends? Also, what is your favorite place you've ever traveled? As far as the worst job I've ever had, I've only had 4 jobs since I was 16, like since I was able to start working, and probably of those 4, my worst one was probably my first one, because I worked retail at a like teen clothing store, and it was in an outlet mall, and it was craziness. Working in an outlet is insane, especially on like Black Friday. Oh, it was a nightmare. But overall, I mean, I really loved the people that I worked with, but it was just like so much folding. So like, and we were a small store and we had a lot of inventory, and we also sold like other stuff, like, I mean, lots of underwear and things like that. So just, it was like constant cleaning. Constant cleaning, and a lot of interesting things happened when I worked that job. Working in an outlet mall is so different than working in any other retail environment. I gotta tell you guys, it's very, very interesting. My favorite thing to do with my best friends, honestly, probably just like chill at home and just like either watch YouTube videos or watch a movie together. I don't really like need to go out and do exciting things. Like, that's just not my personality. I don't need to go out and drink all night long. That's not my personality either. I don't need to do whatever. Like, I don't need to do anything crazy. I just like to chill at home and laugh and just have a good time. Like, I don't know, that's just what I like to do. So I know that a lot of this was me pausing to either get Sakari or whatever, but I'm gonna go ahead and stop my Q&A here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to show some love to the like button down there, just in case you didn't know. commenting and liking videos really helps your girl out with the whole YouTube algorithm. That would be super tight if you could like and comment down below. And if you subscribe, you can be a member of my Muse family. And I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye guys!